I want to fast forward to the come up show.
Okay.
First of all,
I didn't finish with Rand, by the way.
I know you wasn't finished with Ray.
If you wasn't finished with Red,
I wasn't finished with that.
Finish with
Go
Red.
ahead.
Go ahead.
So
Finish
to
with
make it
Red.
long, so to finish, to kind of continue on, because I want to finish this.
Yeah.
Because you said, oh, well, Rand, you felt like our problem came from when he went across the street.
Yeah.
Nope. What happened was when Rand went to the WCW, he was.
Thing is, and don't quote us because it was either wrestling or NFL.
It was wrestling.
Never NFL. It was always
wrestling.
fucking
It was
wrestling.
Okay,
It was wrestling.
Okay.
Definitely
I
wrestling.
thought it was. I thought it was.
Yeah. So
Well.
what it was is he was working with the WCW. I started taking over all of the slots because he had gone. Like,
Okay.
it was done. I used to talk to Rand every now and then when he was on the road. Like, damn. I am thinking like, yo, this is my guy. Like he getting money. Like, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I remember, and this story is going to be really funny. I remember I used to call Rand Philly's #1 DJ, and Rand wasn't even on the station. I'm like, shout out to my man DJ Rand Philly's #1 DJ.
Yeah.
I used to do that because that's how much.
That's how much love you had for him. Like,
Right. So I remember I started hearing from him a lot. Like at first, I would say the first 4 or 5 months, I would talk to him like hearing, "What's up, man?" He said, "Yeah, we in Nashville." Da, da, da. All right, cool. So after a while, I started hearing from him all the time. All right. So I'm not thinking nothing of it. Like make a long story short, he got clipped from WCW, but I don't know that. He got clipped.
Right.
So, mind you, we cool. That's my man. So he called me up one day about some record. Like, yeah, I got this record. I want you to check out. So I'm like, all right, well, just send out, check it out. So I think a day went past. I didn't call him about the records. I didn't listen to it. So the following day after that, he called me. It was just talking crazy. Like, oh yeah,
you
on
listen
some
to the record?
You on some fucking Hollywood shit. You ain't listen. I said, oh, brother, like what the fuck? It was weird.
Where does energy come from, my man?
Like, huh? So I said, dog, I ain't listened to it yet. So I listened to it, called him back like, it's all right. He's like, oh, I mean, damn, you could have just said, bro, I didn't listen to it yet. He didn't. So that was the first incident. So then I started hearing things about people would say that, Rand was talking crazy about you. But I wasn't believing it. Like, yeah, I just got the phone Rand. He was like, oh, you just see that. Da, 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 da. So I'm not listening to that shit. So it happened a couple more times. I called him like, Rand, somebody says this person said that you said I ain't never gonna be shit. And so I'm ignoring this shit because of my dedication and loyalty to him. So he's like, nah, you know how niggas talk. They just want us to be beefing. So I let it go. So then it came up again. This is before Mix Show Power Summit, if you remember that.
I remember that, yep.
So we weren't speaking. So I went to Mix Show Power Summit. That year I got East Coast DJ of the Year, right? So when I got the award, I went up on the stage. First thing I said is, listen, it's no secret in this room. Everybody knows me and DJ Rand has been beefing. This is before, he ain't even on the radio, nothing like that. Right? I said, but that's my man. I love him. Like, Rand, you my nigga. Let's stop this dumb shit. Everybody clap. He come up on the stage. We hug. Everything cool. I'm thinking we cool. Right. Fast forward, a couple months later, I hear again he talking crazy about me. Right? But I'm still like trying to ignore the dumb shit. So he come icing on the cake.
All right.
So this is when Ether dropped.
Okay.
Nas, right? And shout out to J1s. J1s.
Shout
Shout out J1s, man.
J1s is the plug. So J1s, J1s and this guy named OJ, they used to work in Columbia, was real tight. So J1s got me the record. However I got the record, I got the record. So I'm playing the record on the radio. So at this time, I'm talking to OJ. I'm like, OJ, this is when Nas and Hot 97 was beefing.
Yeah.
Remember that?
I remember that.
Like, They were beefing real heavy, and Nas was saying, "Fuck Nah, ain't selling. You got to pay him." Well, all the dumb creep, wherever she was going through. So Nas wasn't doing no interviews. So OJ said, "Listen," he said, "You want to do an interview with Nas?" I was like, "What?" Now mine is me and QD doing a come up show at this point.
Okay.
So I'm like, hell yeah, like, cause nobody could get the interview.
Shout out DZ. Shout out QD.
Shout
out DZ.
So shout out to DZ. That's my guy.
I just talked to him the other day and shit.
Yeah. So we turned around and we scheduled it for that Friday.
Right.
So I'm like, yeah. So then what happened was, this is when Golden Boy was
Shout out Golden Boy.
Golden Boy was doing
Shout out.
the night show.
Shout out Glenn.
This before he was PD?
No, he was the PD at this point.
Okay.
Golden Boy was doing, was he doing afternoon or nights?
He might have been doing 2 o'clock.
No, I think he was doing 2 to 6.
2 to 6, yeah.
Yeah, he was doing 2 to 6 because Kobe was getting ready to come on at 6. So this is when the Ether and Super Ugly people were doing like
Comparisons.
comparisons.
Which one's better, right? Okay.
So I'm sitting in the booth. It's me, Golden Boy, and Kobe. So Golden Boy asked, "Yo, what you think, man?" I said, "Man, I don't know. It's looking a little slim." I said, "But I think Nas got it." You know, I'm just being
talking. Yeah.
So that was on like a Tuesday.
Yeah.
Wednesday, my phone ring. I'm like, it's OJ. He like, "Yo, what's up?" I'm like, "What's up?" So OJ like, "Yo, I don't think I can bring Nas to the station." I said, "Well, why?" He said, "Because I heard you was dissing him." So I said, "Dissing him? What the fuck?" So he like, "I heard you was dissing him. I heard from a source." I said, "Hold up, you gotta fucking tell me." He said, "Nah, I don't want to get into that first, right?" So mind you, at that time, 103, we still on the war shit.
Right.
They
So
revamped
at that time,
war back and forth.
Yeah, at that time, I think Touchstone was over there, J Ski was over there, but I kind of know I don't see J Ski dissing me. Like that's not his. That's not
his J Ski makeup.
That's not his makeup. But
never been.
but I still ask him, "Yo, did J Ski say that to you?
Yeah.
Did Touchstone say that? Or was somebody else over there?" So he was like, Rand's not on the radio at this point. So he's like, "Man, I don't want to touch it. No, fuck that. You got to tell me who said it."
Yeah.
He was real quiet. He said, "You want to know who said it?" Yeah. He said, "DJ Rand." I said, "What?" He said, "DJ Rand told me you was on the radio dissing Nas, and this is what I knew how I knew he wasn't lying." He said, "Well, at one point, Rand was getting all of the artists, because he was so pro 99, even when he was at 99. Rand was trying to get all of the artists to come to the Chocolate Works, because he had a studio set up in his apartment.
Okay.
He would get the artists to come there to do the interview or free whatever. Like he
cut them off at the pass before they get to the radio.
So when he said, Rand told us you was dissing Nas, and he said that, bring Nas to his house, and I was like, what? Nigga. That was it.
You stay in beef, Cat.
So I never forget.
You stay in beef.
I don't, man. That shit be coming to me. Nigga, I ain't into that. So fucking, this shit funny as shit. So I never forget. I said, "Dog, I never did that shit." I said, "First of all, why would I diss Nas and he's coming to my show? That sounds dumb as shit."
Yeah, it's like
why would I like? I'm the only crew, we the only people that's going to interview this nigga. Like, nah. I said, "Dog, I ain't never seen shit like that." So he like, "All right, cool, we'll be there Friday." Nas comes down. QDZ at that time was doing all the interviewing, the majority of it. I would throw a question in there, but that was his job. So fuck it. Q knew everything that went on. So we had fucking Nas on the radio. He's like, yeah. So he said some shit like, yeah, something to the fact of dissing Rand.
Right.
And he did, but not know he did. Fucking Rand called up on the phone on a warm line, yo, you fucking pussy. I said, fuck you, bitch. You ain't. But I was saying, fuck you, pussy. You ain't, nigga. You because at the time he wasn't on the radio.
Right.
At the time, radio was what it was.
Yeah.
You know, but it was mostly because it was like, dog. Why would you do that?
First of all, why would you even lie and say
like,
that?
why would you? Like, what the fuck? Like, I was on fire.
Right.
And the reason why I knew it was him because everything that OJ said was matching up to how he was moving.
Right.
And he was like, yo, and I knew J-Ski and Touchstone, that wasn't their makeup.
That's not their lane. That's
so
not,
I'm like, what the fuck? So yeah, for real, that's what caused us to really
ripping y'all like whatever.
Yeah, like nah. I'm like nah. Like I just felt like because before that, nigga, when I tell you Rand could have said the sky was falling, I would believe him. Like that was really? My man. Like, but
no, I knew y'all was. I knew you.
We was extra tight, man.
I knew you guys were friends, and then I knew it was a fallout.
Yeah.
But then again, you know, the crazy part about it, I didn't probably ask you why. But you know what I mean? Because I don't think about that shit. You don't think about that shit either.
But this is what I'm saying to you, and this is what I'm saying to you, right? That's like we supposed to be cool, and I walk out of here, and he run into me next week, and I'm like, man, fuck Taz, man. I don't like the sneaks he had on, and he come back and tell you, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I do like the sneaks. I don't want you to think I'm throwing shit.
No, I know.
But like that's like, and then.
That's the thing about this show. Like,
and then you
I'm
call
a sneaker guy.
No, right. And then you call me, and you like, Cal, you said something. I'm like, nah, like the joints is hot.
Only for you to go back and see him again and say, man, them jaws was fucked up, man.
And then I go back to him again, like, yo, that fucking shirt he had on, like, it didn't go with the like. And then you know what I'm saying? It's like. That shit keep going on and on, and then you at the while you like, wait a minute.
I think he's taking shots at me.
No, I'm not. No, nigga, I'm looking like a chameleon or whatever. I don't give a fuck. But I'm just saying, like, you know, it's always some truth in a joke, and there's always some truth in some shit. And if a person, if that information keeps coming back to you, it's like, yo, wait a minute. At some point, you gotta look at something because, like, with me. I was just like, yo, it hurt me at first. So I'm like, why are you doing that?
So know, I'll say this to your credit, Kev, because I remember when I got when I went across the street, got Bad Cave Radio, right? Now me and Kev, we was talking on the phone, always to talk, right? And so I didn't know how Kev was going to take it because again, I was brand new to radio at that time, right? And so. Back Cave Radio was kind of like, and I remember, shout out to Boogie, but now I'll say this right now. So I remember I walked into, they wanted to hire us, right? And the first thing he said, yo, so, you know, we really brought y'all over here because, you know, we trying to go against across the street. So I said, what, the come up show? He said, yeah, you know, because, you know, Kev. I said, so, you know, I'm friends with this guy, right? So he says, I never forget Boogie face, right? So Boogie goes, friends with him. I said, yeah. I said, I fucks with the guy. The guy's my man. So I never forget when I got the show, right? I got the call and I told Kev, but honestly, I didn't know how he was going to react. Because again, that radio shit was, what's his name? First thing Kev said was, dog, I'm happy for you niggas, man. I swear to God, he on everything I love. He said, I'm happy for you niggas. He said, I said, Kev, for real? He said, dog, I don't give a fuck about that.
I don't own that company.
Like he says, in fact, I say this all the way to because sometimes I feel like people are crabs in a barrel. Like they don't want you to succeed. Kev has given me a lot of advice, even in that time when I was on the radio, about this is what you should do. This is something you might want to stay away from. And a lot of niggas wouldn't have did that. A lot of niggas would just fell back and just watched. Fucked up. It didn't talk about you. He shouldn't have did that. I told you that. But I never got that from you.
You know what the problem is with people? When they get in a position, they let that position dictate how they should move, how they are, which segues into DJ JDS. Yes. So let's segue into that.
We got some. We must got some. Keeks, we good on time? He's like, yeah, we good on time, Keith?
Hold on, we're gonna wrap it up.
Are we good on time? We good?
You can touch that and then
No,
touch
we
on
gonna wrap
Can we
it
touch that? Because I want to touch that.
I'm gonna make this quick.
I want to touch that because I do want to get to the come up show. So
Yeah,
we
I'm
got
gonna
time.
make this quick.
All right,
I'm gonna make this quick.
go.
So, okay, so once again, JDS, I've known JDS to work
JDS
with
niggas
3 times dope and all that and
Right.
whatever. Never had a problem with him. Nothing. JDS gets hired at the station. He got let go for, I would say, unspeakable reasons. Like you and I know what's going on. But anyway, he got let go. I had nothing to do with that, of course. And then he got on at across the street.
Went across the street.
I never had I don't care. Like, so once again, he fell into that trap.
He did.
He started going at me.
He
Now,
at you hard.
mind you,
Pause.
hard. I didn't say anything. I'm just, because me, I'm the type of person that I think before I do it. I'm very strategic. I'm very strategic.
Yeah.
Like, it's like a fighter.
Shout out
like,
T. Shout out
like
T.
you have
Shout
to
out
think.
T.
Like if you spar a person and let's
Shout
say, for example, if Ryan Garcia is going to fight Devin Haney, you have to be a thinker in that fight. You can't fight with emotion.
Right.
You can't fight with, I got the knockout power. I'm a knock. No, you got to be the thinker of the fight. So anyway, he back to the JDS. He went over there. He started talking crazy, which I ain't never had a problem with him. Like whatever. So he kept going and 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 kept going. Okay. So now I think. Now, I'm getting tired of this.
Right.
So so there was a record at this time that was unreleased. Nobody had it. I was the first to get it.
Right.
So I go in there, I said, you know what? I'm so tired. I said, listen, you got dude up the dial, keep talking, he this, he that. I said, listen, right now, I said, try to see. I want everybody to hear this. I have $5,000 in my pocket right now, right? I'm going to play this record. If that guy up the street can play this same record without my drops on it,
without your drops, look, make that clear.
without my drops, I will drive to that station and give him the $5K.
So did you make the ride over there?
Right? No. Nigga, what? So I'm talking crazy. I'm dropping a record. I'm bringing this shit back, playing my drops all on this shit. Here come 9 o'clock. Right?
Yeah.
The nigga comes
I
on.
think he lost his mind on that.
He didn't have a record. This nigga goes on the air and starts cursing.
Yeah, he lost his mind. I think that was his last day.
That was his last day. He started cursing. Fuck you. Like, what?
I think he did that. He played dirty records. It was a bunch of stuff.
Like, he
It was
went
a lot.
crazy, right?
All the no-nos. He did.
Right. All the no, like, but the thing I'm saying is, like, Funk always says, I be creating beats. No, I don't. Like,
Hell,
he bought that. I didn't like, I'm just here to do my job, right?